Hello everybody, this is Underworld Ascendant. And for those who don't know, this game is a bit controversial. It's supposed to be a sequel to Ultimate's Underworld Stygian Abyss, which is one of the most popular dungeon crawlers of back in the day, and is known for its emergent gameplay and immersive sims. And unfortunately, this game did not quite live up to its hype. It had a lot of promises, had a lot of backing. I think it was a Kickstarter campaign, and sadly it did fail to deliver on most of its promises. However, I wanted to do a video on it just because even today it's got mixed reviews, sitting on 600 reviews. Because I believe that there is some good in this game, but it definitely is nowhere near what was promised. Developed by Other Side Entertainment and published by 505 Games back in 2018. Yes, it's known for its unfulfilled promises, people basically calling it an incomplete game, and it's also supposed to be a little bug-ridden. However, I will say, from what a little I have played, it does deliver on some... It's got the emergent gameplay, and it's got some cool immersive sim stuff in it, which is rare these days. There are not enough people, or games I should say, try and do that. I don't know why. It's definitely one of my favourite genres. Now, first off, I did a test record of this a while ago, and something isn't wrong with these voices. So you might recognise some of them, even though they're just grunts. I believe they are all members of the Critical Role cast. I'm going to go with voice 2, with Liam O'Brien. And the reason I want to do that is because there was something strange when I picked it for my test record. I think it might be bugged. Your sleep has been troubled for days. Every night you awake, drenched in sweat, a voice echoing in your head. Every night it becomes louder, until one night the voice speaks and you awaken somewhere else.
Where is my latest adversary? You.
Okay, and we are in the game. Now, visually, I can't compare in my head. 2018, I don't know... I have mixed opinions. I think they've done good with the ambient lighting and everything, but it's just some textures, if you look closely, don't work well. But as a whole, I kind of feel like this, that looks really jank. That's just look like it's just clipping straight through. But as a whole, I don't know. Yeah, it's confusing. I don't have a solid opinion on the graphics.
Hurry, Ascendant! Quickly!
Typhon's forces threaten to overrun Mark Hall.
They have taken Pluto's gate.
Now, I can't say that I have played either of the Ultima Underworlds. I've watched a playthrough of, I'm not sure if it was the first one or the second one, and thoroughly enjoyed it. I've always wanted to go back and play them. But how much this compares to... And I think there's quite a few things it has in common, but for true fans, I don't think it hit anywhere near the level that they wanted.
The Stygian Abyss is a prison for the beast Typhon. Only this volcano keeps him bound, but it will not for much longer.
Like, I think those visuals are quite nice, to be honest. What are these guys doing? Some weird textures going on with those hands. Alright, so a lot of lifting and throwing.
There is little time for you to learn the ways of this place. I will guide you as best I can.
We can take our water. Can we put out the fire? Maybe. If I could throw better. I have to say, it's quite weird that things don't shatter on impact. Oh, they do sometimes. Okay. Okay. Now, that's what I was talking about. So, we chose Liam O'Brien's voice, but when I jump, I almost want to say that's a female voice. Yet I think when we get into combat and do certain other actions, it is Liam. All members of the expedition. Every free hand must aid in defense. Make ready. Practice your swordplay. Alright. Now this is weird. I almost swear this bone is meant to be on there. Because the other items that we get later on are like on these plinths. Alright, so combat. Light attacks do little damage and are easily blockable. Heavy attacks take longer to yet inflict considerable damage. Pretty basic. If you've played Skyrim or an Elder Scrolls game, you kind of know what you're doing. And you can block. I'll take a spare bone with me. I like how it says left shift to increase speed. I mean, that is what running does, I guess, but it's just a weird way to word it.
Beware. The dead walk at Typhon's command.
Okay, first bit of combat. I will say it doesn't feel excellent, and this... I mean, the ragdoll animations are horrendous. But I also don't understand why they ragdoll sometimes. Like, that wasn't even a heavy attack then, and he went flying. Okay, and he is down. Now, we have the introduction of fire. And another fish. Not all food found in dungeons is healthy. Cooked meat is safer, so let's see if we can... Cookie. I hope this works. Looking promising. Maybe I have to use it with the... I guess we've eaten it. Well, I'm not sure. I'm sure there is a way to cook things, but... for now...
The wood is strong, hardy. In time you could beat it down, or simply apply fire.
So, if we take a wooden object, put it near some fire, put that object near another wooden object, and we have a small form of emergent gameplay. Now we can also take the same principle and get a secret. Oh, is that going to reach? Maybe I need a box. Now this is a part of the game I do like. This game rewards exploration massively. And it usually takes a bit of problem solving. And that is really what you want from an emergent sim, like Deus Ex and Thief, etc. That is very much what you're looking for. We also have ledge climbing, which I'm a big fan of. I wish more games did that. I can understand why they don't, because obviously you have to cater for players getting to a lot of places you probably don't want them to, but it is what it is. Now we've got some canvas slippers. Oh, and there are items in the boxes. Now I did find when I did my test stream, they put items in these boxes, but you can't... I don't think you can actually break them. Also, that definitely does not sound like Liam O'Brien. Yeah, so I think you have to burn them to break them, and I do not want to individually burn every single box to get a small item outside, so we won't be doing that. Ooh, hallucination effect. Narcotic fungus chewed by the deep elves for its hallucinogenic and euphoric properties. And we also got some canvas slippers, 2% speed increase. Now I am... there must be some way to cook this fish. Succulent whitefish found in the abyss's subterranean streams, known to produce strange effects in the deep slug. Okay. Now if this was Arx Fatalis, this would definitely work, but it really seems, unless I'm just not waiting long enough, that there's another method to cooking fish. Very strange. Alright, moving on. Okay, got some mineral ore. This is basically gold. You tread lightly as any outcast rogue, Dahlia, yet I sense you on my heels. Seek my scrolls for guidance. Tropnir.
Spells allow the alteration of physical properties, physics, enemies' minds, and more.
See what I mean?
Each wand is branded with a single spell.
This is one of those pedestals and I feel like the bone was meant to be standing up like this, but I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. Let's change this to 2. So, this is branded with 2 runes, MS. And I think it allows us to pull things. Yes, that's definitely not Liam, but I swear I do remember hearing it eventually. My test stream. Like I said, games that reward exploration are always a bonus for me. Ooh, come on. Surely I don't need a box for this one. Yeah, there we go. Now, I'm not sure if that's what I'm meant to do, but it works. It is very strange.
Potential allies await in Mark Hall. You've discovered your first runes. Runes tap into the secret language of magic. Assemble runes in order in your rune bag to cast a spell.
Okay, so Manaz, mankind, linked to fellow beings, friends and enemies, and the social order. And Ox, or Uriz, emblematic of toughness, health, and potency. So I believe this is the same spell system that was in Underworld Ultima Underworld as well. Eh. There we go. Now, we do have a skeleton friend in here, walking around somewhere. And we have a door, which in my test stream I could not open. I believe it needs an abyssal key. We have to find a key with a matching symbol. Now, I did Google it just to make sure, because I thought it seems weird that there's not some way around opening this, but it seems like there's not. But they did mention that you can actually potentially learn a spell that lets you phase through doors. And I think that's one of the big problems with this game. There are definitely spells that can break the game. I remember learning one when I played this years ago that could just basically create random items, and you could potentially make some really OP stuff. It was a very strange spell, and I had it quite early on in the game. Alright, let's drag this here. So, N plus M, we learn heal person. That adds it to our list. We can change the name, we'll do whatever. Then we just cast it. And we heal. I do like the spell system, even though...
Your magical reserves are replenished by seeking out mana. Fragments of mana float invisibly throughout the Stygian abyss. Only one with a careful ear or special sight can find them.
I do find that a strange way of restoring mana. I don't think I particularly like it. Like you can just wander around and you'll just start getting mana because you've just magically walked past by accident a floating bit of mana. Yeah, as I was saying, the magic system is good, even though it can break the game, potentially. I also found this bit quite strange.
I seek not to teach you, but to make you think.
Now, the obvious solution to this, and the way it's set up, is, oh, you pick up an item, throw it, and do the switch.
I had thought to bring you here quietly, but Typhon's minions fill the halls ahead.
But for some reason, they put a single gemstone there, and it's like, well, how do I get that? And it turns out, you can literally just jump over here anyway. So it's like, well, okay, what was the point of that then? So that's a bit of a strange one. Okay, I think we're going to get some more rune stones here. Now anybody who's played Thief will know what these are, the water arrows. Once we have a bow, we can use them to snuff out flames and do all sorts of cool, tricky things. More emergent gameplay, always a fan.
Knowledge of spell formulas is documented throughout the abyss. Experiment with different rune combinations to discover new spell formulas.
You possess the means to discover more spells still. Experiment. Master the runic language. Okay, so we've got Thirsty Saz, Giant, indicates destruction, ruin, and naked violence. And Burkanon, Birch, symbolic of growth, fertility, and beginnings. So already we have quite a few combinations we can do, and one of these is bad. I need to be careful. I will say, this game also doesn't run super swell. There's definitely a bit of stutter, which is a bit strange. I don't actually remember it doing that last time I recorded. So, spells. So let's go through them one at a time. B, you can also do double. I think this one is a bad one, maybe. Okay, I'm not actually sure what that does. You have a chance of affliction if you cast a spell at this level, and they all say that. This spell is an idiom. Idioms are set phrases that work outside of the normal rules for spell construction. Okay, so let's try B and N. Oops, let's clear these ones first. B and N. Those runes do not form a valid spell. Alright, clear. B, D. Those runes do not form a valid spell. Okay, we've created a new spell. Demands creation, targets people. Now, is this... So this literally lets us summon a dude who will help us fight and stuff. What else have we got? N and this one. Nothing. N and N. Nothing. N and M. I think that's the one we already know, isn't it? This spell requires a person. Demands strengthening, targets people. I think that was our heal, wasn't it? So, 2 of them, nothing. I think this might be the bad one. Yeah, that's the one that poisons me, unfortunately. So they're not all beneficial. And MM, which is nothing. So, it does name some of them, but some of them we have to name ourselves. So this one, summoning the dude. Summon man. There we go. This was the one that hurts me, I think. Don't cast. There we go. I'm not sure if there's a way to cast that on people, if it's just doing it on me because there's no target, but and what was this one? Oh, the idiom, which I still am not sure how that works. Can't remember off the top of my head. So that's a little bit of the spells. So you can see the potential, like it's the sheer number of combinations. Because we've got a lot of more runes to go, and they can go up to 4 deep, which is just nuts. Okay, and this is where we learn about stealth.
Find the light to avoid detection.
Crouch to tread lightly.
You've played a thief game, you probably know what you're doing. The going gets darker from here, sister. Take this to light the way, but mind you hide it when creatures are near, lest you get spotted. Okay, so we basically have a torch now, though I can just sneak by these next few enemies. This is another locked door with the dot symbol. We have a friend in here, I believe. Or whatever that is. So we'll have to come back when we have a key. Now, I think we have another friend here somewhere. Gather the abyssal keys, another locked door, and I think we're about to get our abyssal key right now.
I am Kabyrus, once such as you, now something less.
Take a health potion, a bit more minerals, and our first circle abyssal key. Okay. This is a prison for all of us. I cheat the gods by leaving you aid, sister. Another rule I break. This place rewards those patient enough to explore. Do not rush. So, I'm sure you can see the potential that this game had, but... And I mean, I still am tempted to play it through it myself. And there are some people that still give it a good review, but I think so many people were expecting what they got in the first two games, which it just hasn't quite achieved. Don't know what that was. Let's go back and open the two doors that we know about. I actually need to heal myself again too. Heal. You've gained an affliction for casting spells above your skill level. Exhaustion causes temporary decrease in movement speed and blocks skills. Okay. Now, I don't know if we have the potential to fight this guy. He might be very powerful. Luckily, he seems to be stuck behind the chest. Oh. You do you, buddy. I'm just gonna... Hello. Pretty sure he can't move. Hard to tell if a creature without a head has seen you or not. As you can see, the movement animations are not slick either. He's like sliding slightly. Okay, so what was that? Was that the same rune we already had? Interesting. Okay, we've got our map. Now let's go back to that other locked door. Actually, when we come back, I might try my magic fist on that skeleton. Don't mind me, buddy. Don't mind me. I'm surprised. I feel like I should... Well, I was just going to say I should have a light source. I do. But I feel like that light source, you should probably get it even earlier in the game because you spend so much time in complete darkness. Nope. Put the switch... Yep, we do have a hunger mechanic in this. So let's eat our delicious raw fish. Okay, let's try our spell out on this magic fist. Hello? I cannot even tell if that's hitting him. I guess it is. Okay. Oh, we got a sword. Nice. Now, we can't have this crystal and the sword out, unfortunately. Now, what have we got hidden up here? In fact, wow, even picking things up, interesting, takes our torch out. That's a bit annoying. Nothing? Nothing. Nothing at all. Alright, let's go test our sword out on that other skeleton. Man, I'm not very good at seeing this ore, am I? That's like 3 I've come back and seen. Oh, actually, I wonder. Still can't crack things open? Ah, we can now. Too bad I can't see anything. I don't like the way the camera shakes around when you're readying your weapon. That's very annoying. All empty. Where's a box? Can I destroy boxes now? Jeez, a little bit jank. Doesn't appear to so. Very strange. I think like many of the games in this style, it definitely favours spellcasting, but also potentially favours archers. I'm not sure how many different types of arrows there are apart from water, but I think you get a lot more out of the game by tinkering around with them, because the melee does not feel super smooth. I also don't know if there's stealth attacks. If there is, I don't think it indicates it. It kind of hits them like normal. Maybe I'm doing extra damage, I do not know. Ooh. I will say, this doesn't seem to be much quicker than our, bone. I don't know if maybe it's going old school and like you have to use bludgeon weapons, and because I'm using a sword, it's not... That would be quite impressive if it is. Though I do wish, when games do that, I wish they clearly indicated and told you, like, hey buddy, maybe don't use this. Or just tell you in a little tutorial, oh, damage types are a thing. Because a lot of the time they're not, and a lot of players just assume they're not. Well, so far I've not heard...
The silver sapling.
Before danger, plant the seed. When you fall, it will restore you.
Ooh, okay. So I was about to say, we definitely do not have Liam O'Brien's voice. Now, all this stuff about Beware's sister and me thinking I have a female voice, maybe this is a flashback? I can't remember. I don't actually remember from when I played it back in the day. Now this, I think when the game first released, a big controversy was the save system. And I think that was because you could only save at these trees, but they have since introduced a system where you can save anytime, which is a relief. Added to backpack. Right. Feels like it wants us to plant it there, but I think that's just... I don't know. I'm a bit confused, actually. Is that silver tree a checkpoint, or was that just giving me the seed? Maybe I should. It says plant the seed. I would plant the seed. What else have we got? Ripper. Consume to learn more about this item. Well, it doesn't look like it's gonna feel good going down my throat, but... We do have roasted mystery meat. Seed is on 6. Seed. There we go. Okay, what have we got? Don't mind me just ruining everything I touch. Darkness and distraction were my tools here, dear sister. The undead watch and listen. Give me all the water arrows you want. You have to give me a bow first.
Perception is based on light and affected by sound. The elements have use. Water quenches fire.
There we go. I do hope I'm not supposed to have the bow already, because I do not know where it would be. Ooh, careful. Yeah, I am definitely feeling like I'm supposed to have the bow. Strange. Let me backtrack a little bit. I mean, it is. There are water bottles around, but wait, unless surely not. Surely selecting the. Oh my god! Really? I just have a bow on? That's strange. I don't like that. They should definitely have indicated that. I don't need to do this, but just for the demonstration's sake. Yeah, so much potential, but everything's just a little bit off. Not quite right.
Memora. A means to record memories. They are currency to the Saurians. Perform a feat, and they will trade its memory for fresh skills.
I do have some pretty fresh skills, thank you for acknowledging that, game. I wasn't going to say it. That would just be boasting. Worn Ancient Blade, is that exactly the same as the one I have? Coins, coins. Worn Ancient Blade. Pristine Ancient Blade. Ah. Whoop. Oh, I think I see something sparkling under there. I will also say that the movement system, the way the mouse, there's some kind of, I don't know if it's some kind of weird acceleration, but it just does not feel quite right. I am not sure what they have done. Oop. Whoop. I also, this is, I don't know, there are games that insist on having a physics system, but make jumping on things insufferable, and unfortunately this is one of them. Tiberius, father of monsters. In the past, the Stygian Abyss has faced terrible threats. Monsters, madmen, the slasher of veils, all are dwarfed by Typhon. His rise will snuff out all life. First here, then everywhere. Well, that doesn't sound very good. Okay, I can see what's happening here. Do we have anything up here? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, hello, what's up there? Are there any boxes over there? Oh, maybe I don't need boxes. We don't need boxes where I'm going. Also, there's a chest. I missed so much. Yeesh. Yeesh. Okay, let's see. Can I climb chains? Oh, oh god, I can, and it does not feel good. Oh, oh god. Oh, oh god. Oh, ow, I'm nearly dead. Yeah, that feels awful. Can I swing? Kind of, there we go. Yeah, very strange. Yep. Now, can we just get up here? Using the power of jump. Yes. What greater reward awaits me? Face mask. Okay. By hiding your features, this offers a slight countermeasure to detection. Okay. Not sure that's how that works, but I'll take it. Soon we're going to end up looking through those windows. Ow. I keep underestimating fall damage. Like that. Ouch. Oh no, I've lost my box. Wow, I'm surprised that had fall damage. Must be quite quite a small window. Huh. Oh, hello.
To earn a skill, perform a feat. Ishtas would be proud of your progress.
Alright, so we come to the tree. Okay, what do we want to spec into? Like I said, I feel like combat, got different attacks. We spec into weapons? Ooh, unarmed. That's pretty cool that you can spec into unarmed stuff. Health, throw stuff better. Featherfall? Once per jump while still ascending near the peak of a jump, the fighter may jump a second time. So the final ability is to double jump. Now, magic. When you cast spells that do damage, you get a bonus. You gain true control over a thing when you know its name. Spells cost less mana if you have named them in your spellbook. Oh, okay. Level 2 spells. Mana reserve, mana reserve, mana reserve. Allows casting of level 5, so I can go up to level 5 spells. Okay. Now, stealth. You learn a way of thwarting traps. You now take less damage from traps. Using traps. Now, one of these... Oh, night vision? Yes, I would love that. Concealment. One of these has to be backstabs. Yep, okay. So we've got 3 points. We're able to enhance the power of spells that protect or
The
heal.
Memoriam is a repository of great knowledge. Magically recorded survival tactics of heroes of the past.
Seer's Balm. Heal every time you cast a spell. That's quite handy. Yeah, I just want this one, I think, for now. So I can not get tired when I cast spells. Oh, what do I need first? Oh, this one. Enables you to see the motes of magical energy. Ah, okay. That's not so bad then. We only need one level in that. Clearly measure how exposed you are in light and dark. State of enemy awareness. Yeah, I think we might get all the basics. What costs 2? This does, but it's locked.
Improve yourself
okay.
further.
Well, I don't think we're getting anything else then. Unless I want protective magic, which I don't really. Cool, done. Alright. So I should be able to see mana now? And have a stealth indicator. Oh, yep, okay, there's my stealth indicator. What have we got here? Another pristine ancient blade. Heed all advice left by defenders here, Dahlia. Yet recognize their absence. Deadly enemies await. Is this a trap? I feel like this is going to close the door, yeah? Strange. Fiercer foes call for advanced combat tactics. Hold your swing while charging or sidestepping to build up the most destructive swings. Ah yes, this does have like a Morrowind where the direction changes your attack. Perform advanced attacks with a chance of a critical damage. Hold and release the attack button. Okay, let's get this dude. Hello. You know he's powerful because he still has his head. Only the stronger skeletons can keep their heads. He went down like all the rest though. Ooh, a pristine femur. Ooh. I hope when I die, I leave behind a pristine skeleton. What have we got to put on there? A wizard hat. Now, what does that do? No special properties, but it looks wizardy. Well, I think I'll keep my actually useful mask. Ooh. Now, if there is something up there, I don't have the first clue how to get up there. Here's our box. Maybe? Oh god, I should be careful. I do not want to set my only box on fire. Careful. Careful. Okay. Yes. Ooh, armor. See, this is great. This exploration level, like, I think you could still have fun with this game, but you just have to be accepting that there's a lot of jank, there's some questionable design choices, and you're probably going to run into some bugs. Can't fit square box through square hole. Ooh, that nearly killed me. Oh, is this our mana?
Now,
yes.
You may be
Maybe?
ready.
Yeah, it's a sad case. I do remember I put quite a bit more time into it than this back when I played it ages ago. A blade on its own may not save you, sister. Use what opportunities darkness, magic, and the environment afford you. Plot and plan. I don't remember what stopped me playing it. I don't know if it started to get a bit tedious or...
Assemble, readying to attack Mark Hall. The only way forward is through them.
It may be that I simply just got distracted by another game. I don't know. And to be honest, I think we've seen most of the main gameplay elements, so I might wrap it up here. But I hope I've conveyed that there is a game worth playing here, despite it having mixed reviews and obviously the hate and disdain. Well deserved if you're a fan of the first two, to be honest. But you can still have a good time in this game, I think. Whether it's worth finishing, I'm not so sure, but if you pick it up on sale and you like games with emergent gameplay, which just there aren't that many. I remember looking up and Googling a list, and it's most of the ones that you know, the Deus Ex series, the Thief series, like, apart from a few, and the System Shocks, apart from a few of the main lines, there aren't many games that do it, unfortunately. But yeah, quick overview. Graphically, I like it. Like I said, if you look at it too carefully, things can get pretty... Maybe it's the darkness that's helping covering up everything, which I'm not a big fan of the darkness, but I do like what they've done with the lighting and just the environs. Sound, the voice acting's a bit spotty. Bit over the top, maybe? Maybe that's what they're going for, though. Obviously there is not really much music apart from the combat music, and it's pretty bog standard. Gameplay, buggy, but it's emergent gameplay, and there's just not much of it around. So yeah, it's a tentative recommendation from me, to be honest. I do recommend this game still. So with that, I will say like, comment, subscribe. If there's anything else you want to see, let me know. Let me know how I'm doing. I'm always looking for feedback, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.